All right, everyone, today we're talking about something I honestly didn't expect to revisit in 2026, Adobe ColdFusion. If you've been around long enough, that name probably brings back memories of building websites in the 90s when everything felt new and exciting. I used ColdFusion back then, and it was one of those tools that made you feel like you were doing something futuristic. Fast forward to today, ColdFusion is still out there quietly powering websites, customer portals, internal dashboards, and business applications for a lot of small businesses. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it works. And because it works, people tend to forget it exists. But here's the problem. ColdFusion is back in the headlines because attackers are actively exploiting a maximum severity vulnerability tracked as CVE 2026-48282. When security folks say maximum severity, they're not exaggerating. This is the kind of flaw that makes people stop what they're doing and pay attention. This vulnerability allows attackers without any privileges to gain remote code execution on unpatched systems. In plain English, someone can run code on your server without needing a password or an account. They don't need special access. They don't need insider knowledge. They just need your system to be unpatched. Imagine locking your office door at night, but the lock is broken and you don't know it. You think everything is secure, but anyone who tries the handle can walk right in. That's what this vulnerability looks like for small businesses running ColdFusion. Small businesses are especially vulnerable here. You don't have a huge IT department. You don't have a team monitoring logs around the clock. You have a business to run, customers to serve, and 100 other things competing for your attention. The last thing you need is a server compromise because of an old vulnerability. So let's talk about what you can do. The first and most important step is patching. Adobe has released updates on their website that fix this flaw, along with several other high severity issues. If you're running ColdFusion, you need to install those patches immediately. Attackers rely on people being slow to update. They rely on businesses assuming everything is fine because nothing looks broken. They rely on old software sitting quietly in the corner, waiting to be exploited. Don't give them that opportunity. If you're not sure whether your ColdFusion installation is patched, or if you're wondering whether you even have ColdFusion running somewhere, this is a great time to take a closer look at your overall cybersecurity posture. Small businesses often have hidden risks they don't realize exist. This is where Actionable Security's Cybersecurity Risk Assessment can make a huge difference. It's designed specifically for small businesses that need clarity on what's vulnerable, what's outdated, and what needs attention. They'll help you identify risks, prioritize fixes, and make sure you're not accidentally leaving the digital door wide open. You can find them at actionablesec.com/risk assessments. Think of it like a checkup for your business's technology. You wouldn't ignore a strange noise coming from your car. You wouldn't ignore a leak in your roof, and you definitely shouldn't ignore a vulnerability that lets attackers run code on your server without permission. ColdFusion may feel like a relic from the past, but the threats targeting it are very much modern. Attackers don't care how old the technology is. They care that it's easy to exploit, and right now, this flaw is about as easy as it gets. So here's the plan. First, head over to Adobe's website and download the latest ColdFusion patches. Second, make sure your systems are set up to apply updates regularly. Third, consider getting a professional risk assessment so you're not constantly reacting to security issues instead of preventing them. If you found this breakdown helpful, or if you enjoyed this mix of nostalgia and cybersecurity reality, hit like and subscribe. I've got more updates coming, and the security world never stops giving us things to talk about. Stay safe, stay patched, and I'll see you in the next video.